Oh, no. Let's see. Five. Let's see.
Honestly, I'm surprised the car stopped. Usually, all in break. Or
Making noises in there. I don't even know if anybody will join. It's just one of those. If anybody joins, cool. If not, that's fine too. I don't even know if anybody will join. I almost went on my TikTok. Let's just see. None of my friends were even on TikTok. I went on there earlier. I was going to tell them happy or Merry Christmas. Kind of a dead day. That's one of the reasons I got on. I was like, well, if anybody's on board or not doing anything, come say hi.
Yeah.
Something to do. Yeah, I just went on. Hello. Oh, Onyx fish.
every time you say hello.
Hello. Hello.
It's not.
How to intimidate my dog. Hello. Is it Jake the bad man? Onyx. Onyx. Oh goodness. Who are you protecting me from? Who are you protecting me from? I was supposed to let Lisa know I was going live.
Intimidating. That's the last thing.
I did my StreamYard that way if people wanted to come up and say hi, they could. I could share my link. You could even come up, babe. You could come up on my live if you wanted to. Onyx.
They're not shooting down. So I'm not worried about it.
What are you guys playing? He's playing Battlefield?
Huh?
Playing Battlefield?
No. Yeah.
Ah. I knew it wasn't like DayZ or something.
Doesn't matter. I just looked at the windows.
It's got all kinds of bad spots on it. Yuck. I didn't even cut the bad spots off.
But
I couldn't find our Santa stuff. I think it sounds about back the back shed. I will be right back.
I figured this one was time, so I just went ahead and grabbed this. Well, both sides. Get the sound both parts. When you're done, get the one on the beach.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Some water. Let's see. You know, us having leftovers. We usually eat leftovers.
Which comes faster, A10 or compressor?
A10. I think my grandbaby's asleep. Oh. They sent me a picture of the baby.
Oh, boy. I can open that.
Goodness. Some of these potatoes have really bad spots. Goodness. These are bad.
These are flat.
What are you doing? What are you guys doing? What are you doing? You just watching? You just watching? No. Cut myself. Watch it from the reading page. If you have a Merry Christmas. We're here mashed potatoes, cutting potatoes. A couple years ago. Oh, I was in here. Let's say a couple years ago, I I did potatoes, and after I had cooked the potatoes, I went to cut them, make the mashed potatoes. Like there's a weird textured potato in here, and realized that there was a whole potato on it that they had not been cut. And to put it in the microwave and finish it so that I could mash it with the rest of the potatoes for the mashed potatoes. Kind of funny. Yeah, where there's some people that can actually do mashed potatoes by doing potatoes in the microwave. I boil mine and then mash them with my mixer.
Oh,
I add some seasonings, some butter, and a little bit of sour cream. A little bit of sour cream. It's just me, like, not everybody likes sour cream. He doesn't like it. It's like, I make them smaller squares.
yeah, I just wanted to see
I like
what
that.
it was doing.
Noodles in. But they boil a little faster. It's a trick my grandma taught me a long, long time ago. I'll try something I've seen. Um, today. Potatoes. Somebody online where they actually put like necklace, oil. They looks like kind of from the sophisticated potatoes from wood. Something like that. I'm gonna actually try that. Why that works, I don't know. And just making a mess. We are losing potato people around here, so I made extra potatoes. Because we like have leftovers and stuff too. And if I need to, I'll make some more mashed potatoes. I'm gonna do this for a little bit, and then I might swap over to my TikTok. I get too many people here, which is fine. People are probably out enjoying the families, which is fine.
Oh, yeah. Good to
Might go and see if I can share the link on the other account. It's fine.
I said working.
Still wins. I'm almost did all my shorts for my food stuff. And for my sweet potatoes. But sometimes it's nice to save those for your back pockets, you know? And give away all your stuff. We can put one stuff. I don't mind sharing it with them. They want to message me. I'm gonna give it all. And my grandma's pie crust. Yeah, I don't. Let's give that one away. As always, advocate for my Sharpie Rescue Group, Sharpie Rescue of Virginia. We've got lots of Sharpies that are looking for forgiving homes. So, both for about ready to ship. Taste test them. You ready to roll it on? Taste test a roll potato. Just eat raw potato. Tell me weird. I like the taste of raw potatoes. Sometimes just putting a little bit of salt on her raw potato. That was a childhood thing. We didn't keep snacks around the house. So sometimes it was a treat to get a raw potato with some salt. But we were farmers. We were all strange, yeah. All right, let me wash this off real quick.
State of refuge.
That's real quick.
Let's put that. They can see it's great sometimes.
Hello. How much is that? Things somewhat ready for the sweet potatoes. And you don't want sweet potatoes, they're canned. But cameras, the little girls' rooms, I'll be right back on that.
Asked about that helicopter. really the only benefit to it is of course. And okay.
There's so much stuff. stuff? I'm not. You like it? I got two boxes. I think you liked it. So maybe we won't have stuff. No use making it if we don't like it.
I'll eat it, but I don't like it.
For some reason, I would think you liked stuffing, so I got stuff to make turkey stuffing. Oh, Benita's. Wait, it's funny.
Whether
Merry Christmas. Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, what? What? I said hello. What? 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 Hmm? My dog. Merry Christmas. Good, now getting stuff out. How are you? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Gosh, I got stuff popping up on my screen. How are you? Welcome in, whoever is joining. I'm getting ready to start working on getting stuff ready for the sweet potato casserole. Got the mashed potato stuff over here. I just determined that I picked up stuff for dressing, and neither one of us like dressing, which is pretty funny. That. Welcome to my kitchen. Enjoy your stay. Just getting the stuff up for it.
all of this.
Hope you're having a good day. I invest in lots and lots of butter around this time of year. The sweet potatoes are definitely not something that are, they're definitely fattening. I cheat. I don't use like fresh stuff. The fresh ones, I do the canned ones because you gotta snatch them anyway. And mine is kind of a fast, easy way to do the stuff. But my sweet potatoes usually go over pretty well with everybody every year. If you want to know how to make them, let me know, and I will go through and let you know how to make them as I'm doing that. I have down the actual recipe for them. The full recipe is for like a small army of people. The one I'm making is like about 2 cups of sweet potatoes. It's got some vanilla, sugar, melted butter, and an egg. And then there's a brown sugar topping that you put on top of it. And you put it all in the oven, and the topping gets like almost like a crispy coating to it. You drain the juice off of the sweet potatoes. I use a little extra of the sweet potatoes because sweet potatoes are good. What can I say? I can turn the camera down if you guys want to see the actual cooking. I just have it on me for right now, just so I could talk to people if they wanted. I can just turn it to me cooking though. That might be something I do. Maybe that'll get people to come in. I am Sharpay Mommy, aka Danielle. If anybody pops in and wants to come up and say hello, let me know. I can drop a link. And you are welcome to come up and say hello. I just use the Bruce's jams. I just use 2 of the big jars. Drain them and put them in. My recipe actually comes from this really old book called A Fireman's Cookbook. When I was very, very young, my mom bought this cookbook from the volunteer fire department. My dad was a volunteer fireman when I was young, and one of their money makers was to put together this cookbook. It's got all kinds of recipes in it. It's very well used, and you can usually tell the ones that I use. Oops. You usually tell my sweet potato one because it's very well used over the years. But now I'm only cooking for 2 people instead of like a whole great big group. It used to be my ex-husband, our 3 kids, my son, his 2 boys, my mom, my stepdad, my stepbrothers, my stepsister, my grandparents. Used to have a bunch of people over, and my grandparents are now gone. My mom is now gone. My dad is in Ohio. He doesn't come visit. He was over actually at my cousin's for her thing. That was kind of cool. It was neat. She sent me pictures. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, I've narrowed that recipe down to like half of it. It's usually in a great big huge container that I do. Butter. One of my favorite things about my kitchen. I have a very short person kitchen. It's like handicap accessible. I have a pull out spice rack. I don't can you tell? Merry Christmas, guys. How are y'all doing? I can bring those down so that you guys can see too, if you would like. Oops, make sure I don't twist this. My tripod, if I'm not careful, will it will mess things up. But I can move stuff over. So I have to melt my butter, which I will do in my measuring cup. Just because it's a little easier to do. Everybody having a nice Christmas? Hey guys, welcome in. Well, every time I say hello, Onyx will start barking. Onyx is one of my Sharpay. You may see her run by. Say, that's Onyx that you just seen. Say hello, Onyx. Onyx. That's Onyx. Hey, Onyx. That's where I get the Sharpay mommy from. Hello. Hello, Clarice. My tripod isn't the best, but it works. It's one of those ones you have to twist it to lock it in place. And I moved it and it came unlocked. It's nice. It's got a lock on. It's got one of those lights and stuff on it, which is really cool. Except for when that happens. And you'll find I'm like a neat freak, and I'm constantly washing my hands in the kitchen because I'm just very weird and anal like that. Unlike some people, I just don't like if my area is just gross. Yeah, just weird like that, I guess. I just can't do it. So I gotta let these get bubbly and I gotta squish them. I have a little hand that I use for those. But my butter's almost melted back here in the microwave. Just kind of getting some of my stuff ready. So you just mash the oops here. You can do this so you can see a little bit better. If anyone wants to see. And you can chat. I can chat back. I can see the chat and everything. And I can plug my light in so you can see a little better too. Perhaps. Give me a second. Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. My bad. My bad. That's what we here it is. Oh, hey, okay.
I forgot I didn't have the little cord thing to plug in to the outlet so that you guys can see it a little bit better. Oh, there it went again. Sorry, guys. You would think this came from the TikTok shop, right? It did not. Look, light. No. No, I want the bright light. I want it to go up, not down. Up. There we go. That help a little bit with the light. Hey, that's a little bit better. You guys can even see a little bit more what I'm doing. See down in it, maybe? Yeah. I do these on my TikTok channel. What I'll do is usually I'll just do like one thing, not like a whole great big huge meal. I'm taking this and just kind of switching these down and switch them. So once they get a little bit, little bubbly, That's when you put your egg and everything in for the sweet potatoes. But I'll do these on my TikTok channel. Just made that little mess. Oh, Onyx, stop. She's my guard dog. What can I say? Here, we'll keep sweet potato. Here. Onyx. Um, but typically what I'll do is I'll make a recipe and then I'll post the recipe itself on my channel on TikTok with the recipe for folks if they want to use it, they can. Think, yeah, that's good. You can hear it. So what I'll do is put it in this. They got one of these that's dated. This actually came, I think, it's either my mom's or my grandma's when I moved out. So we'll put it in that and then we'll put it in the oven and stuff here later. Anybody doing anything special today? Our sugar. Move this back just a tad so that I can get my sugar and stuff out. Oh goodness. Oh, Onyx. I made noise. I put my stuff in here. One, it kind of helps keep it a little bit fresh. And two, if for some reason there's one, which I don't usually have much of. I live kind of in a wooded area. So sometimes if we get mice or something, it keeps them out. I usually put peppermint or excuse me, mint stuff around, like oils, which will help keep some of that down. Just half a cup of sugar. There's an egg that goes in here, butter, and some vanilla. My husband made deviled eggs earlier today. Those things are so good. We've already been into the deviled eggs already today. My husband made those. We got like 2 trays of those.
So one of them dropped on Uber.
Stir.
So you gotta get up there.
So anybody make their meal at home for their family? Or am I just the only one that's kind of crazy? I know I'm a little bit late, but it's just us. Blake worked yesterday. I streamed some of my Warframe yesterday, and we played. I was on my video games till probably about 3 o'clock this morning.
Like I said, doesn't fly like anything else.
Spoon thingy.
ready to.
I'll do I cut my potatoes, small squares, like little small chunks, so that way, they don't take as long to cook when I do start to boil them. So let's see, got all this stuff ready. I'll need half a cup of brown sugar. I will make a double batch of my topping. So it's brown sugar, flour, and butter. So I will do extra butter too. It's an eighth of a cup of the butter. So I'll actually do more of the butter.
They shoot her down. Jesus.
I think how much of that of the flour I do. I should do the whole thing of the half the toppings. My ex-husband, it's like super brainy. Half it, and it's like a sixth of a cup of flour. Like, yeah, no. So it's like a third of a cup.
I'm gonna go get the helicopter. Alright, so Hans is still here.
So I'll be able to get the topping and stuff. We'll have this all done. The ham, we'll have ham. And I also cheated on the turkey gravy. We were just having canned gravy.
I don't think there's a way to get
Yeah, this up.
probably.
These bowls here are also my grandma's. I use a lot of stuff that was my grandma's in my recipes and stuff.
So he takes a lot of damage.
I didn't think too much about doing my live today, or else I would have had everything laid out and prepared. It's kind of a last minute thing. I was just kind of bored. I was like, I think I want to do it.
I can up an analyzer and that's all. So many chunks.
So the topping is a cup of brown sugar.
You'll get a cup. Just near within the area. Alright. I got the house. I'll help you kill once it do also. He's the red dot. He looks like I'm a boober. What do you mean?
I give you brown sugar a lot because I make my own barbecue sauce, and then if we have meatloaf, I make the sauce that goes on the meatloaf.
Oh, no. Where's this? Bye, Tyler.
Oh, I thought I spilled that. Most people use clips. I use paper clips or clothespins. They're like great to clips for your stuff.
It looks like it's it looks like it's on
Close. Definitely hot. But if you get it too hot, it'll start burning at the bottom. You don't necessarily want that either. I got it on like medium heat, not a high heat either. So I've got it like on medium heat.
Just stay in the area.
Oops. That's kind of nice. And then 1/4 cup of butter melted for the topping. I'll just use one of these little things to melt it in. Now I want to say it's a 1/3 cup of flour. You ready to put it stay? Wash your hands.
Yeah, these put on the, like each on those are the.
Anybody that got any plans for New Year's? We are sitting at home, maybe having some friends come over to play Jackbox games. Maybe. So they don't drink. I do any of that kind of stuff. Because the medications I'm on.
On that.
What we got? That we got.
Yeah.
Butter's going to go in. I think I got it for you to see. Butter on here.
I'm going as slow as I can, so you
There's
don't
this there.
speed up.
Let's see this. Let's see a little bit better. We're going to stir that a little bit. Oh, for 1/2 teaspoon of the vanilla, I put just a little bit more. This is a full teaspoon, but
Oh my God.
I put just a little over 1/2 teaspoon. Don't mind my husband singing in the background. That was kind of terrifying. Or 1/2 cup of sugar. This stirred in. And then I'm going to stir the egg in because the egg will actually start to cook. The egg kind of helps with thickening things. And then we're going to put it in that pan. And then we'll make the topping for it. And it'll be ready to be put in the oven here shortly. This was like super easy to make.
Don't shoot the helicopter. Check the tip. Got it?
So if anybody has any questions for me, not just about cooking or whatnot, I'm here.
Yes.
I posted the live on my other page.
You know.
I figured people may have some other questions. But I'm here if anybody would like to ask questions.
No. That still exists for me.
And we'd be more than happy to answer.
I'm about to see if I can do it. Little.
So just put it in when I get done.
Oh, are you serious? I died from that little ball.
I have egg in my hands. They're eggy. He has not started singing, but that's the yolk, and then we'll start stirring it before it starts cooking in one spot. Stir it in real good. You see, it's not all cooked in there or anything.
Okay, my friend. Health is not on shelves. Health is making peaches.
I'll turn it.
Still have 3 stars.
You kind of see a little bit of a white in there from where the eggs are cooked, but not much. Now we're going to put it in the pan or in the dish. It's not burned in there or anything like that.
It's funny, when they got the blonde one.
Should we get it all out of there? All that yummy goodness. Oh goodness, I'm making noise, I know. Oh no, I'm making noise. If you have a dog, regular pumpkin is good for dogs. Plain pumpkin, not pumpkin that's got stuff in it, like, pumpkin filled, like pumpkin pie filling and stuff. You don't want to, because you can get ready-made pumpkin pie filling. That is not good for dogs. But plain pumpkin, pure pumpkin, is good for dogs. It's good for their coat. It's good for their digestive system. Just in case,
If I didn't have the 3 stars, that's
Because I'm the Shar-Pei mommy. What kind of Shar-Pei mommy would I be if I didn't give you guys some tips about your doggos? Right? Tips about the doggos.
oh. Made it down there. I see it. I see it.
And then I like to try and get it in there as even as I can. And we'll make the topping.
Oh.
Oh goodness, what was that little noise? What was that little noise? Huh? I made that little noise and then starts snarling. Goofy dog. Put this in water.
I just like shot it. And it so,
That's about the main things that I use with any measuring to it. Potatoes back in here. Put this up. Good thing my grandma was very big on with paint it as you go. Guess I'll put silver on the butter dish. I gotta melt this other piece of butter. And I'm gonna get my flour. I need a bigger dish for that. I put the flour also in there.
I saw like after I told the animal. I shot the wallet, and the wallet and the gun kind of just.
So maybe I will put this in here.
What's it?
If you guys can see that, okay? Oop. See it? Yeah.
Right, sir. I think it's,
These did not get used.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Put this in.
I would have taken the gift, but
Just a little tiny bit of butter in there. I want to get all that yummy goodness out. Okay, this is not a fat-friendly diet. This is definitely not the most healthy thing in the world, this sweet potato casserole, but it is definitely very tasty.
And that's how it's a. Yeah, but you could have just said, it doesn't sound right. Before might have been harder.
You just take a fork and kind of mix, and
So,
it'll start to kind of be crumbles once it's all mixed and stuff. You can see I just don't like my area when it gets too.
yeah, Xbox. Yeah.
I'm constantly washing my hands. This I just had wiped that fork off or that knife off, so it already had brown sugar on my finger. So just so you know, see how it's getting kind of crumbly. This is our topping for the sweet potatoes casserole. Oh, Onyx, stop making noises. She's like my little nervous Nelly. You ought to hear her when there's a cat. I'll post a picture of this in my comment, my community post here later, so you can see what it looked like when it was done. I have like a little ammunition over there. I'm getting all that off there. See how it's all crumbly now?
Remember that.
And then I'll wash my hands again, and then we'll put it on the topping, and then it'll be ready to go in the oven here shortly. I've still got to do the green bean casserole, get that ready. The ham is going to be easy. It's already pre-cooked. So what I'm going to do with it is just pull some pieces off since it's just the two of us, and I'll heat some of it up, and then what I'll do is tomorrow, while Blake's at work, is I'll probably go through and break it down into some bags and put it in the freezer. Because I can put some in soup, so I can make some for we can use some for sandwiches and stuff like that. So I won't just leave the whole ham out. Okay, let me wash my hands, and then we'll put this on top. You know, have to taste test it, right? I'll wash my hands, and then I will do those few dishes that are in the dishwasher. Or in the dishwasher. I am the dishwasher. I don't have a dishwasher per se. These in here. Sorry, I'm blocking the camera. You guys, that way you know I'm washing my hands. And my towels I can dry myself. Okay. Here's the sweet potatoes. And here's the topping that goes on the sweet potatoes. And so then you just take it and.
I mean, I'm joining off you, but if you press start, like in here,
Sprinkle over.
Go to our name and left and watch it.
Start covering it. And then what you'll do is you'll put that in the oven for 350 for about 30 minutes. And this will be a dark brown. It'll turn into a crust, a crunchy crust on top. Is what this will be. My husband, and then we're playing Battlefield 1. If anybody's a gamer in here, Battlefield 1 is where my husband and I met back in 2016.
Let's not do that. Like top sidearm is a so
and then, let's see, I'll get the stuff for the green bean casserole next. I'll go ahead and turn the oven on so that way we can start getting stuff cooking. Oh, then it's going to start smelling really good in here. So that's a chunk. That's a hard chunk. There we go. See how it's covering it really good? I try to get it covered and coated really good. That's why I make a double batch of it. This is like a really good stuff that goes really, really good with the sweet potatoes. And it's a fairly thick container. How are you being summoned? Oh, I know. When you said summoned, I was like, that's Elden Ring.
I was trying to do something like that.
Oh, I was like, how are you being summoned? You're playing Battlefield, not Elden Ring.
Please summon outside.
Only if it was for food. Or if I needed something. But I didn't summon you. Onyx is waiting for food to drop. She's like, Mom.
She's like, please. Yeah, I was telling you something.
It's almost done. I'm ready for this to be ready. I'm ready for this to be done.
Press start. Right.
This is where I go around and yes, I will lick my fingers when this is done. After supper, I will be playing video games and I will be probably streaming. I don't know if we'll be playing Battlefield or Elden Ring or what, but I will be on my video games.
This is the least German sounding one. Five.
There we go.
Yeah.
And there was a little chunk there. That's mine now. They escaped. So give me a moment. Clean that up. I'm going to move you guys for a moment so you can just kind of stare at this stuff so I can clean up here. Oh, and there's that happened. Oh goodness. Oh my, I made a noise. Give me just a moment. I'm sorry, I'm gonna just get this couple things out of the way. Because it totally drives me out of my freaking gourd. And I have too much stuff in my tent. Not even because I need any of this stuff. It's just it's in my way. I just don't like it.
Oh, it's 1.2. Oh, I got a fun.
Sorry guys, I know it's probably loud. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. It is my OCD drive. It just bugs me when I've got stuff just laying around like this. That. Sorry about that, you guys. So sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just, I think my OCD just kind of kicks in and just does that to me. Not this way. Because I'm done with all of that stuff. Okay, so, oops. The next thing,
Oh, that's all right. Dude, I can get more kills than that. It's still.
probably. So, this is ready to put in the oven. I'm gonna put this over here. I'm putting the oven on. Because that will take about as long as the green bean casserole. Now, to get your green bean casserole out, you get it ready.
This is really obvious.
That is another thing that we do. It is green bean casserole. And yes, I scrub with making sure that my hair is clean again. And just like that. It's a multi-purpose cleaner. It's full of 9 multi-purpose kitchen cleaner. Okay, and with that,
I got one. Pretty rare.
would you guys like to see the rest of my kitchen? The mess of my kitchen. Um, I say the mess of my kitchen is really not that bad, but the back part is that side's a little cluttered. This side's a little cluttered, but not as bad. I cook on the counter. Um, let's see. Yeah, but you can see that it's a hold on. Hold on. I'll turn around. Hold on. Yeah, oops. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Or how can I? Oops, that's not what I wanted. How do I flip this the other way?
Oh, not anymore. You had to say it.
There we go. So that, oops. There's my kitchen. Oops, sorry. Anyway, you're staring through my pole, but there's my kitchen. It's a short person kitchen. So there you go. That's the rest of my kitchen. My oven. Here's how short it is. I'm 5'1". Hold on. I'm very short. My house is all wheelchair accessible. Um, It's wheelchair accessible. I was thinking ahead about the place. So that way, if something were to happen, like my husband having surgery, then we were prepared. Or if I have to have surgery or something, then we were prepared. And it works out well. This darn thing keeps wanting to. There we go. It keeps wanting to turn and twist, and yes, to do what it's doing. It's because I keep twisting it instead of twisting the camera itself. Okay. We got my stuff here. Would you use this? The onions. Okay. This is pretty easy. I think everybody knows how to make green bean casserole, maybe. If not, it is on the back of your french fried onions. Almost always. Even if, I think even if you get the generic onions, it's probably on there too. I am going to go ahead and salt. I'll put a little bit of salt in there, not much. I'm going to go ahead and get these going. Somewhat going. My hands again, so it's moving stuff around. I am washing my hands, wash my hands, wash my hands, wash my hands. Not that I'm really going to be touching much, but the onion is here in a few minutes. I can use that in my. So my green beans, my green casserole. I add a couple things that maybe some or some don't add. One, I add some garlic powder. I don't know if garlic powder is actually in there.
Okay.
Yeah, garlic powder is not in there. I add some bacon bits. These I'm just using the bacon bits. Because I don't have the real bacon bits today, or the real bacon today. I also have some garlic powder, and I have savory. I need to order some more savory. Savory, you can use marjoram. I think you can substitute marjoram or marjoram. I don't know how you say that. You can substitute marjoram for savory. I like savory. I've always used savory because that's what my mom would use. We use savory in peas and green beans and those kinds of vegetables. It just kind of enhances the flavor a little bit. Oh, will you stop? I'm making noise. She doesn't like it. Oh no. The world is about to end. Also, I use evaporated milk. I don't use regular milk. It just kind of makes it a little bit thicker.
I just heard it.
Again, I drain my vegetables. I've seen a couple people that actually use the juice of the green beans. That's kind of gross to me. I don't understand that. I don't know if that's a thing, like normal thing, but I don't. But to me, that's kind of gross. I also will put a little bit of butter in there, but I will add that in a few minutes. I got mushroom soup on my finger. There's a line on my spoon. Put your mushroom soup in. Pepper. It has, I think, a measurement of pepper. I don't usually measure. I just add some pepper generously. Why am I on myself? I'm supposed to be on the food, not on me. And some garlic powder. I don't use the garlic salt because I just don't like lots of salt. Not a ton, just a little bit. Savory. You don't need a bunch of the savory or marjoram. It just kind of enhances the flavor a little bit. Put a few bacon bits. Just kind of gives it a little bit different flavor. Not necessarily crunch, just a little bit of a bacony flavor. Because bacon makes everything better, right? Oh, that's. From the can. I'll just rinse that off because, yeah, gross. No, we don't want people sick. Put that stuff together. And I'll put some of the green onions in. Or the onions, not the green onions. I'm looking at green beans, thinking onions. They came out green onions. And then last, I'll put a little bit of butter in there because I'm just gonna add a little butter in there. Just the flavoring just kind of gives it a little bit extra flavor of some sort. Something grandma did. I tend to add a little bit of my grandma's flavoring and zing into stuff, especially around the holidays. And whenever I've cooked, people like my cooking. So this is something I do.
Three kills.
Stuff good. Let's add some of these onions in there so we can mix that up good. Just want to make sure. Sometimes when you add some of the harder stuff, it's harder to stir it. And it's not overly watery either. So that kind of helps. Those my fingers are wet.
That's come by. Except for that guy.
Now I crumble these up some so that they're not so big.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially the big ones. My husband's not huge on big chunks of onion. Thinking that's probably another reason I don't do big chunks. I kind of break them up a little bit.
Oh, that was a nice one.
You know, we'll taste test.
Alright, so they're just gonna fold it. Going down to the
I'm a little tricky. I'm gonna reach down and grab the piece of onion itself. Onions are not good for dogs. I don't think that one little itty bitty piece that fell is gonna kill her, but onions are not good for dogs. They can kill dogs, just so you know. Onions can be lethal to dogs. Not good. This one fell and just couldn't get to it fast enough. I thought I had my foot close enough so she couldn't see it, but yeah, she's a fast little bugger. So once these are cooked for a little bit, then you go back and you put your topping on.
I got one cat about that.
I can't remember how long you put those in. Is it
Uh,
30 minutes? And then 5 minutes
That's nothing about it. That's fine.
before you're done, then you put the topping on. So I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna put some, I'm going to put butter on top of this. And then what I'll do is I will stir this before I put the topping on to melt, to stir the butter in, because the butter will have melted. I had that other half a stick from when I did the green bean cap or the sweet potatoes. And what I'll do is I'll put these and the sweet potatoes in at the same time because they take about the same amount of time. Okay. These over. And what I'll do is I'll use the rest of this for my potatoes.
Well, they wanted this. Oh, I always have to kill. I just
I was gonna put butter on there.
Good. That's more.
I meant to do the butter and so you guys can see the butter.
Don't have it.
Yeah, got there butter. It's been sitting out, so it's already melted. It's like room temperature, so it's easy to cut. Too easy to cut. There we go. Now, Alright. Now we go in the oven. This can stay up like that. Wait.
Oh,
One of these days I'll have to show you guys how to make one of these. Cheese ball. It's a
Did they have so many medics on their team?
sorry. I got into the eggs. It's a cream cheese, dried beef, Worcestershire, green onion, and garlic powder cheese ball. It's divine. If you ever listen to Denise, she even bragged about my cheese ball. Yeah. Pick this up. And we're going to put these in the oven. Yeah. Green beans and the sweet potatoes are in the oven. Those are all in the oven. So now the gravy is going to be easy. The gravy is just in cans. I cheated on the gravy. The ham. Oops, I can hit my vape now. The ham is pre-done. In fact, let me grab it out. It's one of those Food City specials. It's already a fully cooked spiral bone-in ham. So all I'm gonna do with it is I will pull some slices off of it for us to eat today. We'll have some for like ham sandwiches or whatever later. I completely forgot to get some more of the Hawaiian rolls, so we just won't have those. And then the mashed potatoes, what I do with those is I'll put some butter. Instead of milk, I use the evaporated milk. Again, it makes them thicker and creamier. I use the regular Idaho potatoes. I didn't really have anybody in here watching when I did those. I cut them up. I cut them up in small squares so that they cook faster. But
Fire the mortars.
I wasn't kidding when I said I cheated on gravy. I cheated on gravy. Heinz is our gravy. So we'll have pretty gravy for the potatoes. We got our deviled eggs. So I did those. And we got cheese ball also for like either whatever. And
I did a pole, not a tree, but like a flagpole.
we have pumpkin bun cake that I made for dessert. This is what's left of it. I made that the other day, a couple days ago. when Blake's family was in town. I made the bun cake. And that was from scratch too. Um, so that's our family, just mine and Blake's little family, Christmas dinner. The girls will probably get a piece of ham, a couple pieces of ham. They don't need too much more than that. They're already fat and sassy. They're definitely fat and sassy as it is. We didn't do a whole lot else for Christmas because our family, Blake's family, came in to town last weekend or this past weekend, and then my son and his little family are in Ohio, so got to see them via video chat today. So that was kind of nice. Let's see what else. Anything else? Let's see. Not too much else to talk about as far as that goes. Anything you guys want to talk about? I mean, I'm sure I could think of some other things to talk about, but I'm not going to just open cans of worms that may or may not need open. So, I care less on some of that stuff. Bridges were burned, not by me. But I don't mind if they were burned, honestly. I told that person about stuff months ago, and they're all of a sudden saying that that's an excuse now. So it is what it is. I get sleep at night. Let's see what else. Anything going on for the new year? We're not doing anything special for the new year. Planning on probably just playing video games because me and video games. It just seems to be the thing. I hear Blake and Connor and them playing Battlefield, so I'll probably go play some Battlefield for a little bit. It's 4:53. I'm doing really good for my timing. Really good. Let's see, let me get my. I debated putting my mashed potatoes in my bowl, my snowman bowl. My mommy got me this. A long time ago. First way we passed away on it. I don't know if I'm gonna put them in there and then mash them or just go ahead and leave them in that pan back there. What I want to do. I don't know what I want to do yet. I think this is the fastest I've ever gotten my meal ready because I haven't had a small army to to cook for. If you want any of the recipes of the sweet potatoes, just shoot me a message on my community page or even on this video in the comments or whatever. I can give me your email and I'll be more than happy to give it to you. Send it to you in message or whatever. This wasn't like my typical cooking video where I'll be posting that in the stuff later. I will put a post. If people were talking to me, I'd pull it out here later and let you see what it looks like. But I'm not getting anybody communicating back. I've had some viewers, but nobody chatting back and forth. So, yeah. I don't mind having people watching. That's fine with me. That is absolutely fine. I just haven't had anybody communicating. Oh, my ticker wasn't going there. My ticker was supposed to be going. It's going now. Darn it. It wasn't going. Sorry about that. That was supposed to be going the whole time. I just noticed it wasn't saying Merry Christmas on the bottom. Darn it. That was supposed to be greeting everybody that came in. My little Merry Christmas.
Oh.
I haven't used my StreamYard in a long time. um, I could even drop the link if people wanted to come up and hang out for a little bit. I just haven't had that opportunity. I'm usually on my gaming, and it doesn't have, I don't have the StreamYard attached to it. I'm not sure how to do it on my StreamYard. I think I have to have a different setup or something. Maybe. I'm sure there's probably another way. I can do it fairly easy. I just haven't messed with trying to figure it out. I don't usually do it that way. I'm usually playing my video games versus interviewing or sitting around chatting with people on that one. I'm usually on my Discord when I'm playing my video game on that. But anyway, what else? Hopefully New Year's will bring a new job. I've been applying and stuff for my job, for a job. Fortunately, I do have income coming in. Until then, my job was they did a reduce in forces, so I was part of the what they call RIF, reduce in forces, back in November. So November 15th was my last day with my company, which kind of sucks. I was with them for almost 12 years. But you know, I loved my time with them. I learned a lot with them. No hard feelings or anything like that. I'm still hireable, but you have to live within 50 miles of a pulse point, if you will. And my closest one's like 2 hours away. So I'm not able to get rehired with them. But I do have a lot to bring to the table. So I don't think I'm going to have too much trouble finding a job. But right now, it's just kind of like not the best time for the companies. At the end of the year, a lot of the big corporate companies are doing a lot of reductions because of various reasons. It's just corporate America. It's one of the things. So hopefully after the first year, we'll start seeing more people getting hired and stuff. My biggest thing is trying to find somebody that pays what I was making because I'd worked my way up to my pay scale. So I may have to take a little bit of a pay cut. I was offered a job that was like a $10 an hour pay cut. I was like, yeah, I mean, I'd love to work for your company, but yeah, I can't. They offered me an interview. And I couldn't come in for their interview. I wish she told me what their top dollar was to offer for their folks. I just couldn't do it. So anywho, so that's, that's in the works for me in coming New Year. So hopefully 2025 will bring something better that way. We'll see. We'll just kind of have to play things by ear and hope for the best, right? And prepare for the worst, hope for the best. You know what they say? We'll see. That's always the plan every year, I think. Is, things have got to be better next year, right? Face us here. I think I am gonna put my stuff in here. This is a hard ceramic, and it's just kind of cute. This kind of helps bring my mom. The cheese ball brings my mom for Christmas also. I made pies the other day or a couple weeks ago for Thanksgiving, which we usually do for my grandma. So that way I have my grandma around for those kinds of things. So I can eat, I usually make pumpkin and cherry pies, homemade cherry pies and pumpkin pies. But I always have troubles with this darn thing. I love it because everything is sorted here. Sometimes I hate. I've had this thing for a long time. I love that it's storable like that. Every time I have trouble putting it away. Smell it? Smell it? Let's get in there. So, we'll be able to. Oops, that would have not been good. Turn it on and have it just. When I was little, my brother was playing with one of these and managed to get his fingers caught. It makes sense. Stupid child. Can we just say stupid kid? Stupid kid? Stupid kid. That's all we have to say. All we can say, right? Stupid kid. No. There you go. And go through and actually cook it in the oven with all your yummy goodness.
That's only one of them. Yeah.
It's another one of my grandma's awesome things. That's this big old serving plate. Ooh, I thought that done fell on the floor. That scared me.
Go.
Sorry. Did that wake you guys up like it woke me up? It woke me up. That was so unexpected. So unexpected. Nobody even touched it. It just like jumped. It's possessed. Possessed, I tell you, possessed.
Porky.
Okay. Carving instructions.
There's so many horses. I don't know.
Over here, Blake Fort gets them hams. Oops. Oops. Look, sorry about that, guys. Okay, ham on me. I want to grab a hold of that while I had ham on me. It was just kind of gross. Like 2 of these things fell down that time. It comes in sections, which is really cool. You can adjust all these different heights and stuff on it. It's really cool. It even has like a remote to go with it and all these different bends and stuff. But heaven forbid
He's showing me.
you like don't get it turned just right, you know?
There's got a straight head on the other side. Right?
And bring something else. Besides in here. No, no. This is where I broke my finger and my finger falls off. Oh, wait. Continue.
I don't know how people trace.
Y'all, this thing sounds good. Onyx.
Walk sideways.
Onyx. 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 One piece. They're like a little too cute. It fell into the sink. I was like, yeah, she can have that. That was good. Oh, let's see. I think the potatoes are about ready too. There's the ham. That's it. I think it looks good. About 99% sure. No. About potatoes. I thought I did more potatoes than I did. Then as soon as I go. It takes a minute for the butter to melt anyway. That bowl, it's only like this full. I thought I made more potatoes than that. That's right around the cord. There it goes. How many times it fell and knocked you guys in the cord. Okay.
Stop shooting at plane when it should be infantry on the ground.
I'll worry about the sour cream. Put a little bit of garlic in mine. Salt and pepper. I don't like it anyway. That's the right using my husband in the taste tester. You usually get the consistency, it's the taste. But I use before.
You get three.
Back. Sorry.
Well,
I thought I made more potatoes than I made. I don't know how to make that better. He said, you need to make more quickly. much of the milk in there. They're a little, they're not as thick as I like them. Okay. They're thick, but they're usually a little bit thicker.
I guess red blood.
Mm.
Yeah. It was. That's how.
He said to not worry about gravy. Sometimes my potatoes just manage to handle it. So, all that being said,
Bring it back to.
I'm going to check the other stuff.
Is it the mortar one or is it the like full on?
Mm.
Oh, that's good.
Sorry. Man, another guy. I just don't like when things like, I don't know if it's just me. I don't like when things like dry on my beater. Because they're hard to clean.
Hey Connor, can I borrow that party truck for 30 seconds?
I'm not cleaning them. I'm just kind of cleaning them. Sort of. Sort of. That's about it. Out of the way. Now, let's check. Let's just turn around and check.
Oh, it's not the air burst already. That sucks.
You guys can laugh at my little oven, a little easy bake oven. Oops.
You want it?
You guys can laugh
Oh,
at
you
my
can't
easy bake
repair
oven.
these. Let me see. I thought you could repair them from the inside.
That's stuff in it. Not yet. It's almost ready. So you guys can laugh at that. I call it my easy bake oven. That's what I call that thing. Okay, you guys can even see this side of my kitchen. Oh, come on. Would you stop moving? There we go. My Barney kitchen. It will not be my Barney kitchen for long. It will eventually be going away. What are you looking at? Remember I told you I was going to stir this because the butter.
Yeah, I ended up killing that. I had a pretty crispy one.
Oops. It's not. Here, ready? So you can see. Bring it down a little bit. There you go. You can sit. And I'll put that topping on. Get this back in. I'm seeing the brownie on the sweet potatoes.
Yeah. I mean, Okay. So we're post pro. Yeah.
And I'll cut some of the spiral cam off.
Oh.
I feel like I need some pepper. I'm not gonna reveal on the pepper today. You almost did not have to put a bunch of stuff in it. I stuck my finger on it. Yeah.
It's locked. Oh, you already got that. You got the one from the land. Okay. Yeah, you told me. They're off.
Something was trying to escape. You seen it was poisonous, right? Hey, hungry. Hey, Wayne, how are you? Merry Christmas, you guys. Hey, hungry. You want to come eat? Got ham. I've got sweet potatoes in the oven. Got green bean casserole. It's almost done. The mashed potatoes are done. Come on over. Merry Christmas. Wait a second. Come on. I don't know if you can see it. Here's my sweet potatoes. Or here I'm simpling. They're almost done. That crusted. I'm waiting for the crust to get crusty. The crunchy. 10 more minutes and then we'll be ready to eat. How are you guys doing? The mashed potatoes are done. The ham is going to be easy because it's already pre-cooked and it's just me and Blake. So it's not like it's going to be a whole lot. It'll be easy. Hey, hungry, did you see I'm like on the crap list these days? Oh, gummed. But I made enough. That happened. How have you been, you guys? Welcome to my kitchen. My short person kitchen. My short person kitchen.
Oh, it's right.
Blake said, don't worry about the gravy, so I don't have to worry about the gravy. I'll just put it back in the fridge for now. I'm good with that.
Oh,
The fridge.
yeah.
We have mashed potatoes. You want to cut just a few pieces of the Oh, sorry. How are you doing, Winged? Merry Christmas. Yeah, I think I already said it, but yeah. How have you been? I've been loving your videos, man, woman. I love I was started to watch the one on the abuse. That was really interesting. I need to go back and finish it. Oops, sorry. I'm trying to be quiet with this. I'm trying to put some of my stuff away too. I was doing my dishes and my stuff is very, very full over there. I don't have a dishwasher. I am the dishwasher. The what? Would you say I am the what? I am the hype. Let's see. Let's put away. All I have left to do dishes wise is my mashed potato pan and my beaters. I was using some of my grandma's china that she left me when she passed away. It was cute. She had a china cabinet that was built into her wall. And oh, thank you. It's actually a short person kitchen. If you see how short I am, I'm 5'1". These are my cabinets. That's how tall they are. Blake is 6 foot tall, so he has to like shrink down to use my kitchen. But I don't have to reach. I don't have to ask him to reach things for me very much. But my grandma, when she passed away, and they were cleaning out her house, there was a note in her china cabinet that I was to get all of her dishes. I was always infatuated and in love with her blue and white dishes when I was a little girl. So she made sure I got them when she passed. So I every year for Thanksgiving and Christmas, I always make sure that I incorporate some of her dishes. In fact, my ham is even on one of her plates. She has all kinds of stuff with that pattern. It's old enough that her and my grandpa were married like 60 something years before they both passed. This was their wedding dishes, if that tells you how old they are. She wanted that set. She started collecting them and stuff because they were very durable. They have a little bit of ceramic in them. They're china, but they have some ceramic in them. So you can even put them in the oven. She was very smart like that. She's a farmer's wife. So she always had to have things that were built to last and be durable. Because she always had to cook and stuff for a lot of big crowds. Like with the farmers and stuff.
Let's see. Was that the
Now I am not good at cutting hams. I'm just trying to cut a little bit for us to be able to get some off of here.
why do I want to say light over? Yes.
This is where I just butcher this. I would not be a butcher. I would butcher everything I tried to cut correctly. I never worked in a meat department. That's just fat right there. That's just gross.
Fire.
That will just be part of the soup stuff, as far as I'm concerned.
Down down.
And my husband in the background. He's not as bad as Nick's husband.
Oh, sorry.
He's in there playing video games with his husband. Might as well be his husband. Connor is like a brother to us.
Oh, you think?
He got this ham from work. It's already pre-cooked, so it's like there's really no reason for me to put this whole ham in the oven. If he wants it heated, he can put some in the microwave. That's why I look at it. It tastes really good. Did you guys have a good meal? Or have you eaten yet? I guess is a better question. Let me check this real quick. This might be a little bit easier to maneuver with.
Blood foods that are sleeping.
Are you ready?
Uh,
Are you ready?
Yes. Go straight forward.
Our little meal is ready, finally. Okay.
Yeah.
I was telling people this. Yes, I was very excited about this china. So we've got our mashed potatoes. They're not as thick as what I like them, but they're still pretty good. They're good enough that Blake didn't want any gravy with them. Sorry about me looking down like a librarian.
That's why.
Right down. Turn down. So you got the ham, which, like I said, if he wants it heated up, he can heat it up. Got our mashed potatoes. This is a sweet potato casserole. You can hear it. I think you can hear it, that it's kind of crunchy. This stuff is like so good.
Maybe small spell, but does.
That's always a very big favorite. And then it was like the green bean casserole. So whoop, we got the green bean casserole also. That is Christmas dinner at Sharpay Mommy's house. And that one looks that looks poisonous because it's got a bunch of the goody stuff on it. The girls might have a piece of ham. I will share that with you guys. Bell. You know, on Sharpay Mommy, we got to have some Sharpay food, right? Goody with the pays. You guys want some ham? Yeah. Okay. We gotta share a little bit with the doggos. Let me get them on our camera. Bella's like, no. Here, Bella. Come here. Here, Bella. Come here. Here, Bella. Come here. Here, Bella. I think I can get her in here. Come here. Here, Bella. There's Bella. My old lady. Oh, come here. Want your ham? Come here. Come here. Good girl. Merry Christmas. And then we got Onyx. Come here. I can get Onyx to do her thing. Come here. Sit down. Get pretty. Get pretty. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Had to have some Christmas with the Sharpay. Right? Had to have some pay cheer, right? Okay. Oh, next. What are you doing? Had to have some page here. All right, you guys. Thank you for joining me. If you guys want the recipe for the sweet potato casserole, let me know in the comments below. Give me your email address or whatever, and I'll message it to you. Otherwise, you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'll probably be online later on my video games if you want to come say hey or whatever. But anyway, you guys have a great night, a good Christmas evening, and I will chat at you guys later. Thanks for joining me. Bye.